Dear children, do you remember where we have stopped? We will continue in this session.
In our previous video, we have learnt about the various geographical features and their importance. Today, let's recollect some of the important points and discuss some questions and answers. They will be displayed at the end of the video. You need to answer them in your classwork. We all know that we cannot see the entire Earth at a time. Even the pictures taken from satellites show only half of the Earth. To overcome this, globe, a model of the Earth, was made. It is the real replica of the Earth. Globe is very useful to us and has helped us to know and study more about Earth. But in daily usage, globes are not very practical. That's why geographers have developed maps which are more or less realistic. Here are few questions for you. When we have globe, what was the need to make maps? Just think about it. Why do you think maps were introduced? Will it be correct if we say maps are more useful than a globe? Do you remember we discussed about Gerardus Mercator? He was a Flemish geographer and cartographer. In 1569, he devised a technique to draw the world map on a flat surface. This technique is known as the Mercator projection. He was also the first to publish a collection of maps in the form of a book and name it Atlas. Now, here is another question for you. What are the various elements a cartographer will include while making a map? Scale on a map is important in order to give the map reader a sense of size. Scales are required to navigate maps correctly. It gives you an accurate understanding of distance. If a scale on a map states 1 to 1 lakh or is 1 to 1 lakh scale map, then that would mean that 1 centimeter on the map would equal to 1 kilometer scale on the ground. Children, I stay near the school only half kilometers away. Can I show the real ground distance that is half kilometer on the paper? If not, what are the ways of representing a scale on a map? Can I show the real ground distance that is half kilometer on paper? Suggest the 3 methods to represent it on a map. Let's continue. Directions are very important and helpful to us, especially to trace a place. Everyone knows that the sun rises in the east. Opposite to it is west. Right hand is always south and left is north. The cardinal directions, the direction midway, are intermediate directions. Here is another question. You decided to change the position of things in your room. Study table in east, family photo frame in west, cot in south, and wardrobe to north. If you know the north, you will be able to find the other 3 directions. We have discussed about conventional signs and symbols, how important and useful they are. They are the language of a map. Conventional signs and symbols are universally accepted. Questions for you. What would be the consequences if we are not restricting to these symbols? Explain with examples. Children, whenever we get an invitation card or a pamphlet, you might have observed behind the card there is a route map printed. Now, a small task for you. Draw a route map from your house to the school showing the directions and important landmarks. And before we wind up today's session, a recap of the questions that I posted to you throughout the interaction video. Take a look at it. I want you to note down these questions and answer them in your classwork. First question. When we have a globe, what was the reason for maps to be introduced? Second question. Will it be correct if we say maps are more useful than a globe? Third question. What are the various elements a cartographer will include while making a map? Fourth question. Can you show the real ground distance on paper? Suggest the 3 methods to represent it on a map. Fifth question. If you want to change the position of things in your room, like study table to the east, photo frame in west, cot to the south, and wardrobe in north, if you know the north, will it be easy to find the other 3 directions? Question number 6. What would be the consequences if we are not restricting to the signs and symbols? Question number 7. Draw a route map from your house to the school, showing the directions and important landmarks. Thank you.